I was looking up, I was like, there's got to be some kind of science done behind what makes people move. And of course, there's been a study done.
I was curious if this was going to happen because, first of all, hilarious that you looked that up. Like, you can take the girl out of journalism major, but you can't take the journalism major out of the girl. Like, you are
So
going to
true.
do your in-depth research. You are committed to this project, and I love you for it. All right, and we are rolling. It is time for another episode of Cash's Top 5. We have a fun one today. I don't think they make enough hats in the world for all the jobs my guest today has. Got her hand in a little bit of everything. I'll let her tell us a little bit about that. Jillian Deam, how the hell are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me on, Kash. That's very nice of you. Yes, I just started a new gig, technically, Indy Now, a lifestyle show, brand new on Fox 59. And so that is my current new gig. But my job before that, and one that I'm continuing this season, as an MC for the Pacers. Really fun job for all the home games here. So I'll be doing that once again for this season. And as you mentioned, I do have a few of the things I dabble in. I do some voiceover work and have a small business that focuses on voiceover work and some video production. And we have had a podcast as well for Pacers. So that's been another thing going on. And I teach fitness classes at the Hot Room in town. So I'm crazy. Yeah.
You are insane. Like, I think I'm busy, and then I see your slate of everything you're doing. I'm like, there's no way. Nobody even touches that. So thank you for taking time to be able to do the pod today.
Well, thank you. I'm not saying I'm doing any of those things well. So, I'm juggling, but thank you very much.
No, I'm looking forward to checking out the show. It's Indy Now, right?
Yes.
Indy Now on Fox 59. It's kind of like a lifestyle, things that are going on, the pulse of the community,
Exactly.
which is very cool. We can recap at the end, but where can people follow that? Where can they find you? Tell us all the good stuff.
Yeah, thank you. So Indy Now TV is the handle on social for the new show. And like you said, Kash, it's all good news, all entertaining things happening in the city. So if you ever have a story idea, send it to me.
Yep.
And I'm sure you might with Warren Township School District, always a lot of good things going on. We just featured one of your students on the show today, in fact. So
yeah, DJ Merch, shout out, what's up?
Yeah. So that was awesome. So yes, it's all positive news, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. So send us your story ideas. And my handle on Instagram is Jillian Deam TV. And then I think it's Jillian Deam everywhere else. But yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Well, we have a fun one today. This is going to be kind of a mood lifter. I feel like if you've had a rough day, or if it's been a rough week, this is going to be a mood lifter. A great topic by you. This is one you were passionate about. When I asked you, you're like, oh, we're doing this. This is my idea. We're doing our top 5 dance songs of all time, which is a great pick because I can't dance. So unless I've had a couple of Captain and Diets at a wedding reception, I am not on the dance floor. Then I can dance.
Yeah.
So there's some picks from that. But I'm genuinely excited to hear your list because you have the fitness, you do the hot room, you do all the places I avoid, but you want to have a good soundtrack to go with that. So I'm curious to hear your picks. Was it tough for you to pare it down to 5, or?
Oh, absolutely it is. Well, first of all, I don't believe that you can't dance. I'm sure you can dance because with your background in radio, you know a lot of music. So I don't believe that, first of all. But yes, it was hard to pare it down. And really, because you're trying to think of it like, I love the concept, by the way, of your podcast. And when you're saying that you do a top 5 theme, I don't know why dance songs just came to mind first, because I was like, I don't know what you've done yet, but I could do this. And I'm thinking of it like you said, I play a lot of songs in classes at the Hot Room that, when you see the reaction from everybody, you see it gets them going. So I was like, okay, am I doing this like top 5 songs for everybody, or top 5 songs for me? It was hard to say. So I kind of settled on a mix.
Okay. All right. Well, I respect that. I went totally selfish. I was like, I don't care if people make fun of this list. They can hate on it. These are my songs. No shame. So
I can't wait to hear that.
Let's go ahead and kick it off. Jillian Deam, we're ranking our top 5 dance songs of all time. What do you have at number 5?
Okay, number 5, I have This Is How We Do It, Montel Jordan. Now, you know,
Okay.
yes, see, you
Okay.
know,
Yep.
this is how we do it. Like, you just hear it, and then you're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get out on the dance floor. I mean, I just feel like it's a classic. You can't not like that song. What do you think?
I agree. It's one of those songs too that no matter where you hear it, it's appropriate.
It
Like
is.
that song could come on at a club in Miami. Like there's a line a mile long to get in. They're not letting anybody in. It's like a Super Bowl after party. They'll play that song.
Oh, yeah.
Eighth graders' birthday party at a roller skating rink. They're playing that song. The dinner after a funeral of a relative, you might hear that
That
song on the mix.
you
That
might
song
hear it.
is iconic
It
and
is.
is a great pick. Really
Thank
good.
you. I'm glad you support it. Okay, now what about you? What's your number 5?
Okay, so it was tough paring this list down because we can do honorable mentions at the end. You know, 'cause-
Okay.
and
Okay,
actually,
I
I
like
hope
that.
people create mixes with our picks.
Ooh, yes.
My number 5 was ranked higher, but then I had to, when I really thought about it, it kind of got knocked down a little bit. So could rank higher on some people's lists. Also kind of an iconic kind of song. Taking it back to the early 80s, Michael Jackson, Billie Jean.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's pretty easy to pick a Michael song.
Yep.
The synth pop, you know, the percussive, you know, but
Ooh, that
Billie
was
Jean
good.
just has that tap. It's a toe tapper, it's a knee slapper, it's a good
toe
song.
tapper. Ah, you're right. It's another song you hear and you just like involuntary start moving. You're just the shoulders start going and you gotta move.
And
Yeah.
it doesn't matter who you are. You could be somebody's great grandma and you hear that and you're like you kind of get into it a little bit and it's
Grandma
good.
loves it. Yeah, exactly. Everybody loves it. I support that pick. That was good.
Thank you.
All right. So what do we move on to number 4?
Number 4, what you got?
Okay. All right. So speaking of Miami Club, like you were just talking about, number 4, I have Indy Club by 50 Cent.
Okay.
And let me tell you something. My number 4 and 3 picks, I was like thinking of songs like genuinely that I like. And then I was looking up, I was like, there's got to be some kind of science done behind what makes people move. And of course, there's been a study done, research from a Billboard from an audio tech company called Echo Nest. They created this algorithm to determine a danceability to song and its tempo and everything. And one of the
What?
songs, yes, I don't know. I'm really not sure. But apparently they did. This is research I'm saying in quotes, but
Sure.
it's interesting because In the Club, 50 Cent was one of the songs on their list that they're like, it is proven that people love this song. And I'm like, you know what? I do love that song. So,
You know, I was curious if this was going to happen because, first of all, hilarious that you looked that up. Like, you can take the girl out of journalism major, but you can't take the journalism major out of the girl. Like, you are
So
going to
true.
do your in-depth research. You are committed to this project, and I love you for it.
Thank you.
But I think we're around the same age. We might be like a year apart, maybe,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like so. Like, our formative years, so when you have a middle school to high school dance was like 01 to 07.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So I am not surprised to hear a 50 Cent Indie Club has made your top 5 because that song was everywhere when we were 14?
Oh,
you know?
absolutely. And like you said, you grow up hearing those songs, they're in your life for the rest of time. Like you just love them. You can't explain it. You're like, yeah, I will move when I hear "Go Shorty, it's your birthday."
Oh man, that's good. So my number 4 for you is a little bit of a deeper cut, I think.
Okay.
Only because I didn't know who it was. I'd heard the song before, like I just knew it from somewhere. Have you ever heard of Eric Prydz? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's Call on Me.
Oh, yeah, I know the song you're talking about, but yeah, not the artist.
Exactly.
Yes.
I don't even know if it's a one-hit wonder, if that's even a hit.
Yeah.
I don't recommend watching the music video in front of family or at work.
Is it crazy?
It's a little suggestive. It's in a workout class. Everybody's in spandex and there's hip motions. And
is it like
pelvic
80s style? Like
yeah,
a little bit?
it's now like it's a, I don't know how current it is. It's like in the 2000s, but it's set. It looks like it's in the
But
80s.
yeah, the setting is in the 80s. Yeah, yeah.
And there's some, it's a little adult with some of the dancing going on, but it's so
Well, now I'm gonna look
good.
it
The
up. Yeah.
beat. Yeah, I can't dance and I can't sing, so I can't really call on me. Yeah, it's bad.
See, no, you were getting to that note though. I know where you're going there.
Close. It's close. And I'm like Whitney Houston. I need my honey. I need
You need your honey, yes.
the throat coat. So Eric Pryd's "Call on Me"
That's a good
is
one.
good.
Because that's a toe tapper, like you said. That's another one that you just like, okay, yeah, the beat is so good.
Which is, that's part of the criteria. If we came in here with something pretty slow, I'd be like, are you okay? Because nobody dances to this.
Like I said, dance songs. Yeah. No, that's a good one. I love it. I love it. Okay, so we're on to number 3.
Yes.
This also fell under the category where I did all my nerdy research under that umbrella of the algorithm.
Yes.
That was done by the audio tech company. So again, a song I personally love and a song that fits this research that they did. Hot in Here, Nelly.
Oh my God. Okay.
Again,
it's in that window. It's perfect.
I know.
Oh man.
Yeah, like it's our childhood basically. Like I can remember
Cow
like,
tank top on at this point. Yeah, man. That's good. That's one of those, that's a music video too that will get you going like it's a party.
oh my gosh. It's just as soon as you hear like those first like beats or I don't whatever you want to call it of the song, it's one of those where everybody's like, oh.
I do love that. I think the approach we've taken is it's dancing in a club or a group setting. Like it's not.
Yes.
Because I'm just now thinking of it. I'm like, wow, Chris Stapleton, Tennessee Whiskey is probably number 1 for a slow dance song.
Yeah, that's a great one.
But that's not what we're doing. Like we're doing like actual dancing, like
we're going all out here.
Like dance like nobody's watching when they say something like that. That's kind of what we're talking about here.
Yeah, like go out and embarrass yourself type of like dancing.
Yeah. And I know I've embarrassed myself to all 3 of yours so far. So
perfect.
Yeah, my number 3 for you is kind of along that same vein. Could rank higher. I'm curious to see if we have any crossover in our list. We don't have any so far. This is one where it could be a crossover. But we've all seen the meme or the I don't know if it's a GIF where Forrest Gump is running to the dance floor when this song comes on, but it's peace up, A-Town down.
A-Town. Oh my gosh, that was my honorable mention. Yeah.
Usher, Lil Jon, Ludacris. It's the song's called "Yeah" with an exclamation point, which I don't. Yeah, nobody calls it that. But it's so iconic. I mean, you hear that and it's like, I wasn't even in a good mood. I don't even want to dance, but I hear that. I'm like, you hear that? Usher has a lot of great hits. Oh my God, him and will.i.am is another good one.
That's another great one.
A little slower, but you hear peace up, A-Town down. You hit the dance floor.
That's all you need.
Everybody has a good time. Yeah. It's a great one.
That was I put honorable mention number 6. Yeah. See, we're on the same wavelength here. Like,
and it speaks to how tough this is that one I feel like would be on a lot of top 5s.
Very strong.
Didn't crack your top 5.
Well, and only because the next song I have, number 2, is actually, I don't know if this is going to be controversial because there might be some people that are like, no, but my next song on here is like a personal favorite. And I think there's even a comedian, I should have looked this up before I got on this call, but I think there's even a comedian that does a sketch about this song that like similar to what we were saying. They're like, if you grew up with a song like this, you're going to love this song for the rest of your life. And they played this song like in their set. And I can't say the real name of the song. I'll have to say the edited one, but the song is Back That Thing Up by Juvenile.
Oh, man. You absolutely can say it if you want to, but I understand with a new job, you probably don't want to be dropping certain words.
Thank you. I'm trying to cut back on that, but
I have totally messed up by forgetting that song. How can I forget that?
That's another one that's kind of like the Yeah song. You hear the first like beats of it and you're like, oh yeah, I'm going out to that dance floor right now.
You are kicking my butt with
Oh my God,
this.
thank you. I'm
Back
glad you
the
like that
thing
one.
up, which
Thing up.
features one of the first cuts ever, a feature from Lil Wayne,
From
then
Lil Wayne. Yes.
unknown, but he totally drops fire towards the end of the song.
After you back it up, then stop. Oh yeah.
Oh
So
man.
good.
Well, I'm so upset because I should have included that in my top 5. I can't believe I forgot that. My best friend Brad's gonna kill me because we were in like 5th grade when that came out, and it was just so good. On the album 500 Degrees with a Z. Just
I remember
perfect.
it. Yep.
And my number 2 could not be more
What is yours?
opposite.
Okay. Oh, I can't wait.
So I had Billie Jean, Call on Me, Usher and Ludacris, Lil Jon with Yeah. My number 2, made famous for our generation, probably from a scene in Superbad. If you've seen the movie with Jonah Hill and Michael Cera,
Absolutely.
Casey and the Sunshine Band, I'm Your Boogeyman, is not quite juvenile, back the thing up, but it's a great dance song and it's
That is a
underrated.
great dance song. I forgot about that one. That's a good one.
Those keyboards, man. Oh, it's so good.
Man. And I haven't seen that movie in a while, and it's making me want to look up that movie, like the scene in that movie. Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
That is good. That's a good one.
Okay. So we've got Montel Jordan. This is how we do it.
Oh
We've
yeah.
got In the Club, 50 Cent. We got Hot in Her, Nelly, and the St. Lunatics. We've got Juvenile, Back That Thing Up. I'm so jealous of your list.
Thank you. I'm
Like,
honored
if we made a top 10, I would just take your 5 and put it into my 5, and that would be my top, because you've had so many great picks. I don't even have a guess at what number 1 is.
Okay.
But I'm fascinated.
Thank you. Well, first of all, I feel the same about your picks. I feel like we have like an amazing playlist going on right now. The number 1, this is so hard because, like you said, every song we've mentioned so far has been fun. And I love that you had a little nod to this earlier. You talked about your voice getting warmed up for Whitney Houston, because this song, you know what I'm going to say. It's iconic.
Yeah.
I Want to Dance with Somebody.
Yes. Yes.
I feel like people hear it and they just like belt it out. They run out to the dance floor. I had to do it. What do you think?
No, that's a great pick. I actually wrote that down because I was going to guess what picks you had. And I guessed that you would have had Yeah, which was an honorable mention. And I would have guessed that you would have had this Whitney song, because my cousin Lindsay, again, we're all the same age. That's her favorite song. And that's the one, like, because she's been bridesmaid. She has all these friends and all these receptions and concerts, whatever. Like, whenever that song comes on, there's a light switches on. You turn into a different person on the dance floor. The world does not exist.
You transform.
Yes, you really do. And it's such a good pick. It was an honorable mention for me.
Nice.
I love that song. It's such a strong number 1.
Oh, now I got to hear yours. What did you pick for number 1?
Okay. So Billie Jean, Call on Me. Yeah, I'm Your Boogeyman. Number 1 is kind of a bummer pick because I wish they would have kept making music. They came onto the scene right as I was in college, so it was the perfect time. Every time I went out at Ball State, when I came back home to Indy and go out into the downtown bars or Broad Ripple, these songs would play. They had like 3 hits and then they dipped. LMFAO, Party Rock Anthem.
Party rocking in the house tonight.
Oh my God.
That's a good one.
So good. I feel like they created a new genre of hip hop pop.
They did.
And then they just dipped. They took off.
Like, where'd they go? Yeah.
Because you could do I'm Sexy and I Know It. You could pick Sorry for Party Rockin'. Those 3 are like the holy trinity of party rock. But Party Rock Anthem, first time I heard that, it was one of those things, like the first time you hear it, like, oh my God, I've never heard something like that before.
Yeah.
And I never want to stop listening to it. I want it to play all the time. It's so good.
It'll get your energy up right away. And like you said, because we keep like getting nostalgic, like I just immediately think of like college years, like that, like when you hear that kind of music and it just gets you going. Like you said, you could be in a bad mood, you hear that, and then you're like, no, I'm not mad anymore.
No, it's mood lifter.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really am legitimately going to put a mix together because I'm
Yes.
the grandpa who still burns CDs for my car. I still do
No
that,
way. I
100%.
love that. Are you kidding me? I
And
have all my old CDs. Yeah.
yes, I have, and I have like the seat on the, I don't know, the mirror,
The
the
visor,
drop down,
like
the
you,
visor.
yeah,
I've
like,
got my CD case there, but I
oh,
also
that's
keep a
great.
YouTube playlist going. So I'm going to add all of these into a.
Yes.
It's probably not for the best though. So usually I sit down to write at my laptop. If I'm trying to move around, it's not
Like,
efficient.
party rocking in the
I get no writing done.
house.
So we had honorable mention for yeah. Did you have any
Yeah.
others that didn't quite make the cut?
I didn't put any more. I only did one. I was like, okay, I'll do a number 6 honorable mention. Did you?
I had a couple. Whitney, you're number one. Just
Yeah.
barely
Yeah.
didn't make my list.
That's a good one.
Uh, Hey Ya, Outcast
That'll get
is
people going.
which, and I took it off. I originally had it because it was one of the first ones I thought of. That one's more of a sing along. It's not
Yes.
quite the dance that gets people going. It's all right, all right, all right.
All right,
Like
all right.
you can
Shake it
sit
like a
down.
Polaroid picture.
Exactly. Like you can dance to it, but it's more of a sing along.
Yes.
Same with this other one, Bruno Mars, Uptown Funk,
Yeah.
which is up there. Like
People
that's,
love it.
I don't know that anybody will ever reach the height or level of fame or in the zeitgeist of a Michael Jackson, but that song from Bruno Mars is magnum opus. I mean, it is
It
going to be at
is.
weddings until the end of time.
Oh,
It's
oh
going to be at reunions. It's going to be at dance parties. I mean, it's going to be everywhere. And then also a little bit of throwback, probably on your hot room yoga, Pilates, Zumba, all the crazy stuff you do that I will avoid forever. CNC Music Factory, everybody dance now. Oh, can't help but dance.
dance now. Yeah.
Those are my honorable
That's
mentions.
a classic. See, you killed it with this too. Like every song you mentioned is a song that like will get people running to the dance floor. Like you did great with this.
I appreciate that. And I really enjoy that the pod does that because I did an episode with a buddy of mine where we ranked our French fries and it almost ended our friendship. We got really pissed at each other. Like, you really think that those are that good? And we kind of got into it. And this one is like, no, now we're best friends. We're going to go to every wedding reception.
We're ready to dance. Yeah.
Hilarious. Jillian, thank you again so much for taking the time to do this. Again, hit us with the handles. Where Indy Now on Fox 59. Where can people find you? Where can they see your stuff?
Yeah.
Plug the podcast. Give us everything one more time.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much. I had a blast doing this, first of all. So thank you for letting me take a trip down memory lane and just hang out with you. It was so fun. Yeah, it's Indy Now TV. It's on Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. If you aren't home, you can always live stream it on your computer, maybe take a little break from work on fox59.com. Whenever it's on live, you can stream it on there. And we do post all of our segments after the show as well. So if you have any good news stories, send it my way. You can always DM me on social media. I'm Jillian Deam on Facebook and Twitter, and Jillian Deam TV on Instagram. And then it's Indy Now TV for all the handles there. But yeah, getting really excited for Pacer season gearing up. So I'm really excited about all the renovations that have taken place at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. It's going to be an awesome season, just having everything renovated and looking amazing there. So that's coming up next month. And yeah, the podcast is the Believe in Pacers podcast. We dropped off after the season ended, and this well with your own podcast. It's a lot of work. So yeah, I don't know what our plans are exactly for like how much more we'll get into a cadence. We were doing once a week for a while. And yeah, the hot room, check it out. They have several locations. It's a local business. It's, it's owned by Hagen, who's just an incredible person in our community. They have a location in Fishers, one off of 96, one downtown. So I think you should come to the hot room, Kash. I think you'd like it.
I will DJ a session for you. I don't know that I will get too involved in the actual dance movement there in the hot room, but it'll be a good time.
Awesome.
This was too much fun. I think next time we should probably go a little more low key. Like let's just
Yeah.
rank our top 5 salads. Like we'll just
Salads, yeah.
tone it down a little bit.
We're too much with the dancing.
way
Like
too high on this one.
we'll bring it to salads. Yeah, next time.
Jillian, thank you so much, dear. We will talk to you soon, okay?
Thank you.